going on, guys? My name is Shane and welcome finally to my new channel. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for those of you who have already subscribed, who have come from my main channel. So I'm hoping what comes from splitting up my channel this way is that this new channel first of all enables comments. That way I'm able to communicate with you guys back and forth, because that is very important to me, and right now it doesn't seem like my main channel is gonna get that back anytime soon. So my main channel is gonna focus on my family. So any video, no matter what the video is, if it includes my children, will be posted to that main channel. This channel will be strictly my face or TJ's face, which is sad that I have to do that because I like to include my kids in my passion, but it's just not going to work out that way. So it's just going to be me for this channel. That way you guys have a platform that you can communicate better with me. I'm sorry, I look a mess, I sound a mess, I am so flippin' tired. TJ and Hunter are downstairs taking a nap right now, so my appearance is quite ratchet at the moment, and I'm a little rusty playing with makeup because I feel like I haven't worn makeup in maybe 2 weeks ever since Hunter was born. Excuse me, I have a Sprite here in my throat, it's really dry. Ever since Hunter was born, we haven't really gotten that much sleep, and frankly that's expected with a newborn. Like, it is what it is, and honestly he's not a newborn for long, so we'll be getting more sleep eventually, but we're like in the, you know, that beginning stage of having a child, which is amazing, but at the same time you don't rest that much. So I'm a mess, and I'm really hoping that my makeup techniques can kind of come back to me today a little bit. I know I've bought a little bit of new makeup since I filmed last, so it should be interesting, especially because my first channel's video today is all about the Bloodlust palette from Jefree Star. It was funny because it was kind of between buying this or buying the Sailor Moon ColourPop collection, but I didn't even know that this was coming out so quickly when I had my eyes on the ColourPop collection, but it sold out so quickly. By the time I got the email that the collection was out, the bundle was sold out, and I believe it was only $89, which is expensive, but like, you're getting a lot of makeup from that too. So I missed my opportunity for the Sailor Moon until they restock, but then Jeffree's came right around the corner, and I'm like, well, you know what, we're gonna dive right into it. And I was all for this palette. It is a like blood sister, I guess, but it is like the purple palette. I have played with this a little bit. I was doing some swatching on my own. I do love the velvet. I do love the little clasp here, and the logo is amazing as well. It's kind of like a little... Is this ASMR? It even has the printing on the back of the packaging, even in this texture. So I do love the packaging. I love the shape. And then you open it up and you have a gigantic mirror, which is really nice, especially if you're traveling with it. But the array of colors is stunning, and there isn't a single color in this palette that I wouldn't wear. The trick is finding how I would wear them, and I think that's sort of part of today's video. So I'm really excited to dive into some of these colors. Do I know what I'm gonna be doing? No, not a clue. But I'm gonna try. There are 3 mattes I'm gravitating toward immediately, which is Your Majesty, is it Deviant, and Vivid Blood. Those 3 colors I'm immediately gravitating toward too, so I'm starting to try to match up if I want to add any glitters to the look, if I want to add, like, what color do I want for my crease? I'm not quite sure, but I am going to go ahead and fill in my brows, and I am going to use this mirror because, ironically, I don't really have a mirror to begin with. One more quick disclaimer, this over here is a mess, but my cat is currently taking over my bed and I don't want to disturb him. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in just a second when my brows are filled in and my eyes are prepped and primed. Oh no. No! Oh no! Ugh. Well, I'm out of brow pencil. Looks like I'm making a trip to Sephora because I just ran out of my brow pencil. Like, literally the last itty bitty bit I had left just like fell out, and I don't know where it went. So, okay. All right, well, we're off to a great start. I'm gonna brush out my brows here. They definitely don't look like, I'm not super happy with them, but they work for the video. It's so funny because I've been kind of like weaning off my self-tanning. I want to give myself a break, but I kind of forgot that my products were made for like medium skin tones. So I'm finding that this concealer, which is usually like my natural concealer, it's not my light concealer, is proving to be quite dark on my natural skin tone. So when it comes to foundation, I am going to mix a little bit of my lighter concealer with my foundation because I'm not quite sure how it's gonna match my neck. I think we're just gonna embrace the purple in this palette and we're gonna jump right into Blood Queen. I'm kind of taking on a stiff crease brush and we're just gonna start by packing this on. Sorry, I had to bring you in closer to this mess to see what is going on. And I'm just patting the color into place. I'm not trying to blend anything at the moment. And I do have a feeling that I'm just going to want to smoke out this outer corner. I'm going to take this Morphe 431 brush, still going into Blood Queen. I'm not even switching up the colors yet, but I'm going to take this. I'm just going to pack this into that outer corner because I do want to get some more color built up there, and I felt like the brush that we were using wasn't quite doing that for us. So this color is super buildable, and I'm not noticing a ton of fallout on my cheek, which is really nice. Once I take the color to a smaller brush, this is where the color really shines and it really pops. I'm just gonna gradually smoke this out in circular motions. And then I'm even going to add Blood Queen to our lower lash line, connecting it to that outer corner. I stopped about midway because we are going to go in and do the face and add concealer and stuff, so I'll add a little bit more shadow near the end of our look. Next, I'm going to use my Morphe 507 brush. It's a little fluffier than the one that we just used. I want to dive into one of the colors that we were talking about at the beginning of the video, and I think what would blend nicely with Blood Queen is probably going to be the Deviant color. Or even Vivid Blood right next to it, actually. This kind of lavender here. I think I'm going to use that as my transition color. So I'm going to blend out the edge of this dark purple with this lighter purple by just simply scratching the edge. I just want to soften this edge, and using the lighter purple is definitely a good option to do so. I also want to make sure the light purple follows the shape of the eyeshadow, so I want it to go around my eye. Eventually we'll probably end up smoking out the lower lash line using this same color. But for now, again, we're going to just keep it as is until our face is done. That blended out beautifully, and honestly, that didn't require a whole lot of effort. So even if you're kind of like a beginner artist, this is a really beautiful palette because the pigments, the shadows kind of do the work for you. And it's not turning muddy, like the colors are not blending together so much so that you can't see the difference between them. You can see that there is a hint of a lighter purple, and then there is the dark purple as well that's still very dominant. So I like that. You can definitely see the difference between these two blends. Alright, next I'm going to go in and cut the crease, and I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. It was literally the same concealer that I used as a base, but this one is much lighter. This is in Pale, where the first one was in Natural. You can see the color difference there. We're gonna go back into that brush we used, the 431 kind of stiffer pencil brush. I think I'm going to start by picking up the Vivid Blood again, which is the color that we used for our transition. And I'm going to start by packing this kind of right over that dark purple. I'm going to use this color and start dragging it in a little bit. Honestly, from here on out, we might not even be switching eye brushes. So I love this brush for this particular job. Blends out so easily and so beautifully. And I'm going to go back into the dark purple, which was Blood Queen, not even really switching out colors, but just picking up a little bit more of that pigment. And I'm going to go in and re-blend where those two purple colors meet, so we get a seamless blend between the transition. At this point, I'm getting a little bit of fallout on my cheeks, but nothing too crazy. My inner corners I want to keep quite light and bright because I am working with darker colors, so I kind of want like a little bit of a pop of highlight. So what I'm gonna do to achieve this, I might actually save Deviant because I still really want to use that color. Honestly, Your Majesty is still so beautiful, but that might be another look. But Deviant I think I'll use to blend out my lower lash line, but I want to go into Wet Jewel. Pink Magic is beautiful as well. Ironically, Pink Magic is not the pink shimmer. It's the purple, but maybe done on purpose? I don't know, but I'm going to take this color up on a flat shader brush, and I just want to see how it performs on its own. I definitely know that this is the kind of shadow that using your finger is going to like, oh my god, can we just do like a quick, like it's going to give you really nice pop of color, and it's like clearly there with a brush. You know, maybe honestly I might even wet the brush a little bit, but you don't really need it. I think I'm just going to layer this color, but I would definitely say if you don't have long nails and can get in there by using your finger, I would definitely recommend it. But same kind of deal when it comes up close to that other purple, we're just using soft kind of back and forth motions, picking up the brush between each stroke. I don't know, for some reason I feel like the camera is not picking up how pretty this is. Like the rest of my face is blech, but my eye is, it's getting there. The only thing that I'm kind of surprised about this palette, because I just feel like it's kind of a staple in almost every palette, is that there is no white kind of highlight color. The lightest color in this palette is the one that I'm currently using, I think. But I kind of like that because, I mean, now I have to reach for another palette, which is fine. I actually might end up using my Morphe highlighting palette to do so. I feel like I wanted to add a little bit of glitter, but now I'm kind of debating if I want to or not, because this is much more purple than the pink that we just placed, but it might, I don't know. I feel like, let's do it. Why not? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add a little bit of glitter to my lid. I just feel like, I don't know, I haven't done makeup in a long time, so if I'm gonna do any makeup, I might as well go all out, right? Now, I don't want to go crazy with the glitter because I don't want to cover up a lot of this beautiful shadow, but I think I'm just gonna add a little bit between the transition of the pink and the purple shadow. So I'm just gonna lay down a little bit of what I'm using is the NYX primer, the NYX glitter primer. And I'm just gonna kind of swivel my brush in here. There are some smaller glitters on the bottom, which my brush can pick up easily. I think that's pretty, and it just adds a little extra touch. So that is good. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and do my face real quick, mostly because I gotta remember how. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes and we will finish up the eyes. Face is done. We're gonna go back into eyeshadow super duper quickly. I'm gonna go back into, surprise, surprise, that same shadow, but I was kind of going back and forth on whether, whoa, glitters, sorry. That was glitters, not really fallout. There is a tiny bit of fallout, but nothing crazy. I was a little worried about the texture of this when I first saw it, that it would stain really easily, but I don't know. I was kind of debating into going into Your Majesty, which I've been eyeballing this whole time, and just using that as my transition color in my lower lash line, because I still have to add a little bit of highlight to my eyes, as well as something in my waterline, which I'm going to use this lavender pencil. This is a NYX Faux White, and I think lavender blush, or no, this is White Smoke, but it has a hint of purple. This one like dried up or something. I don't know. I literally just sharpened it, but we're gonna use, this is the lavender blush that I was talking about, but it's a little more pink than the one that I was trying to use. Yeah, this one is much creamier. I was trying to swatch it. I'm like, why is this not coming out? But it just felt very dry. So this one's much creamier. I think I'll have better luck. You know what though? I will say this one did have a cap where the other one did not. So there you go. Adding a little bit of Prince Charming from ColourPop on my inner corners. Here's a moment that I gotta figure out. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go into Your Majesty, which is kind of that like light minty color, and see if it even, there's a little hair fuzzy. See if it even shows up. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought it was such a light color that it might not show up. I'm gonna have to go back in with the purple. Oh wow, that did work really well. Okay, we love a pigmented shadow, so I'm really impressed. I wasn't expecting this one to show up as well as it is. But I am going to go back into our darkest purple and just deepen up that outer corner just a little bit. I went a little crazy with that mint color. Oh, I think that's super pretty. Okay, and then last but not least, I want to add the Wet Jewel pink color again just to my inner corner, just to basically fill in the gap between the purple and my highlight in the inner corner. All right, I'm gonna line my eyes super quick, but I did come across, if you're an OG subscriber, you might remember this. I loved Hard Candy liquid liner. It was my favorite liner. I had worn it all throughout high school and they discontinued it, but I see in new packaging, clear packaging, they have their Hard Candy Color Liquid Liner and Lash Boost Serum, which your claims, big claims. But I'm really curious. I really hope it's the same formula. I hope it's like the same brush. Like I want the same product. And do you want to change the packaging? Good. Don't take 5 years to freaking do it though. Oh my god, I've been looking for this forever. But I don't even know if it's the same. Oh no. I think it's a felt tip. You guys know how I feel about felt tips. Okay, so clearly I've seen this before. The product is actually in this pink one, not the black one. The black one is typically the brush. Oh, no, not even. Because it's felt tip and it's just a cap and I hate it. I hate it so much. All right, we're gonna give it a try, but I like liquid liner. I just like we're gonna try it. I don't know if it's because I feel like I can't get a smooth line like one time through, where with the liquid liner I can. Like with the felt tip you gotta go over it and go over it and go over it and go over it. But I mean, this one, granted, is very pigmented. It's not you, it's me. It really is me because I like liquid liner. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna use my NYX Vinyl liquid liner. It's a matte black. It has a nice brush. It is liquid. Literally 2 seconds that took me. 2 seconds. The felt tip takes me too long. I'm too awkward with it. I can't get the right shape with it. I cannot do felt tip liners. Like that's my Achilles heel. I can't do felt tips. Never liked them. Might be your thing, honestly. They might be easier for someone who's learning how to do liner to do it on a felt tip because it is more forgiving than liquid liner, but I think I learned how to do my wings with liquid liner and I feel like that's why I have to stay with it. We're gonna do 2 coats of my telescopic mascara, but actually refilled on this. So this is the packaging if you're ever looking for it in drugstore. It's from L'Oreal, but it's usually like displayed near the bottom, at least in the drugstores that I've seen it in. It's near the bottom, so just look for the gold packaging. It used to be black, but now it's gold. And for lashes today, I am using new lashes too. These are from Tarte, and these are in the style called Heartbreaker. As I was pulling them out of the container, they were so well glued on here that I kept pulling off a couple of the lashes. Granted, these lashes are a little bit cheaper than other ones I've used. I think these retail for like $12, where I've used lashes up to $30 before. Even the $30 ones, I felt like the lashes gave way and I really didn't like that, especially if I'm paying that price for it. So I will say that immediately, but let's get on these lashes real quick and see how I like the style. These seem to be a little wispier toward the end of the eyelashes and a little shorter as you go inward. Just because I'm being me, I kind of want to go back into Vivid Blood, and I'm going to mix it with Your Majesty, which is the mint shadow. And I just want to smoke out the lower lash line a little bit more. I just feel like it needs it. You'll see a little bit of glue on that inner corner. I just feel like it's going to lift, so I just added a little bit more. It will dry clear though. For blush today, I'm going to take my Narcissus palette, and I think I'm going to take, I want to use this purple here, which is called Crave, but I want to mix it with a more natural color as well, so I might just mix it with the color next to it. I don't even know if the purple will honestly even do anything, but for lips today, I'm actually trying a new combination. I saw this on Instagram. I forgot to add mascara to my bottom lashes. Let's do that real quick. So the combination that I saw on Instagram, I try to match it as close as possible. They were saying that this is like the perfect neutral pout or something like that. This isn't the exact liner. The liner is the only thing I couldn't really match. This is from NYX. This is their Suede Matte Lip Liner in the color called Sandstorm. The thing I saw on Instagram had a lip liner called Cocoa, so I was just basically looking for a dark brown, but they said to completely line your lips using this. Honestly, I'm already digging the color of the liner, so I have high hopes for this. Next, again from NYX, they said to take the NYX Liquid Suede in Soft Spoken, and we're gonna completely fill in our lips using this product. I've never used this before. I don't know, I think it dries matte. Well, it says it's a cream lipstick. I'm not sure. But then they said to take, where'd I put it? They said to take the Milani Liquid Matte Lipstick in the color called Adorable. I mean, it's not exactly what I expected. Well, I guess looking at all three products next to each other, I can kind of imagine what it would be like. I don't know, I thought it would be a little lighter. I guess, I don't know what I was thinking. This reminds me a lot of the ColourPop and Elsa unboxing that we did. By the way, I feel like I've been talking quite quietly throughout this whole video. I don't know if it's just because I like subconsciously feel like I have to be quiet because Hunter is sleeping even though he's downstairs. I don't know, it's a weird feeling, but I'm gonna fix this glue. And I added a little bit of highlight from the Morphe 8Z palette. I knew it was something like that. Anyways guys, this is today's look. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna set it with a little bit of setting spray because I do have to be an adult today at some point, so I am going to go downstairs, do my hair and everything, but I just wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to sit down and film a review video. So, what do I think of the Bloodlust palette from Jefree Star? I think he nailed it once again. I think he's nailed this eyeshadow formula. So you can just keep kind of using the same formula and switch up your colors. I know some colors are like more difficult to make, especially purples. And purples are the hardest for us to see with the human eye anyways. So to make it bomb, it's amazing. And there are so many colors in here that I still have yet to use. Like there are so many looks in here. Like I love this blue. This green is to die for too. Like, oh my gosh, a really sexy, smoky night out using this green. Are you kidding me? Like I can see myself using this palette a lot more, and that's what I hope this channel allows me to do, is express myself through my makeup a little bit more, maybe find more people who are more interested in the beauty side of my channel, because I know not everyone is on my main channel for the beauty side, and that's totally okay, but it is a big part of my life and something that I really enjoy. But he nailed it again. This collection was amazing and I was really excited I was able to get my hands on it. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please go ahead, subscribe to this new channel, leave a like, leave a comment. Oh my gosh, that is weird to say. I'm gonna have to remember that for this particular channel. But anyways guys, I will hopefully see you guys in my next one. Bye!